Hello, everybody. Joe here. I just want to say it's been amazing through the last few F1 games having the opportunity to create my own team, choose teammates, run everything. The journey has been brilliant. However, it looks with the 24 game that there's been a lot of overhaul and change to how the driver career mode works. So this is the final My Team video I'll be doing for a while. As for F124, I will be prioritising driver career mode content. I will do a My Team at some point later in the F124 game. But for now, this is the last My Team video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the journey. And I'm excited to take on the driver career mode on F124. Welcome to the concluding episode of F123 My Team career mode here at Abu Dhabi. And would you believe it, we have rain for the final qualifying session of this campaign. Oh, how am I going to deal with this? Where's the grip? You just got to try and find it and hope that the grip exists as we do this qualifying lap. Yes, there is rain, but there's... Oh, it's slippy. It is slippy. The track is damp, but it's not wet enough yet for wet. Oh, we've gone very deep round there. And are we going to be able to save pole? Well, we've got a better exit, so that should be doing it for us. Verstappen at the moment holding on to pole. But of course, don't forget, we have won the championship. It is over. The Drivers' Championship is done. We don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about is the Constructors, and I want to give Mercedes a go here. Right, how far off are we from pole position? 2 tenths off, and that's going to be quite hard to gain round here. But I'll give it my best shot. Right, what can we do? Oh, we've gone off. We have gone off. And that's exceeding track limits. Oh, I didn't really gain anything, and I'm really struggling around here. We are going to be in the top 7. Oh no, we've hit the inside wall. Oh, that is a calamity. And that is not the qualifying lap that we needed. Gasly gets pole, I think. But we're down in 16th as the rain falls heavier. I turned in too early, made a mistake. But that is your final qualifying, and it's Gasly on pole with Leclerc, with Verstappen second. Then it's Leclerc and Sainz third and fourth, and neither one of us are in the top 10. But look at that, Liam Lawson is. He wants to go out. He wants to score some. Is that Vesti in 7th? What a lap he's had. Now, let's not forget, Aston Martin have not scored any points this season. Vesti's going to be going all out. But given that we qualified around towards the back of the pack, I've decided I am going to take fresh components of everything, and we're just going to go all out ham.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains, here in the United Arab Emirates, on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Well, let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Albon, Vesti, Drugovich, Iwasa, Liam Lawson, Russell, Norris, Tsunoda, Teo Pourchaire, Hauger, Ricciardo, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Doohan, Sargent, Stroll, Joe, and Joker.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Right then, just 20 laps to go of this career mode. So let's conclude it right now. We are underway in Abu Dhabi for the final time on F123 in this career mode. It has been a lot of fun. Let's have some more fun to finish off. So far we've made up 5 places down the inside. And that is exactly the start we needed to have if we're still going to get a good result here. Although I've gone a bit wide and that's going to allow Piastri a run through. I'm having a look at Ricciardo and Doohan here though. Am I going to get past them both without hitting anyone? Yes, I just about do that. And we're up to 15th. And look, that's Porsche having a go at Lando Norris. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And once again, we find ourselves... Oh, trying to avoid Lando Norris there so that I don't get past him illegally. And once again, the team... Unfortunately for us, the team in the fight for the constructors just nowhere near the front. 14th and 15th. They're going to go 3 wide here. Nope, Norris backs out of that as Porsche is trying to get past Russell. And I'm now going to try and find a way past my teammate Lando Norris. The former champion versus the current champion side by side. No way through there. Lando having to settle for 14th. And I think we've got a McLaren with damage there as well. No doubt he's going to be in the pits. Although he stays out, so no such things happening there. As we now get ready to look at Lando Norris. He's having a go at George Russell for P13. Our teammate trying to get that move done. Russell gets muscled out. I'm going to try and get... Nah, that wasn't going to work. I don't know what I was thinking there as we pick up a bollard. But that wasn't going to be a working overtake. However, now we're going to be all over the back of George Russell down this straight. And Russell getting the better torque off the corner. Although he's having a go at Norris. I'm going to have a go at them both down the inside. Oh, no, is that... Oh, I tell you what, we just about keep it on the circuit. But there's nowhere for me to go. As Norris keeps the place on Russell. And I'm about to take Russell. And I'm also about to have a go at Norris. Round the outside of the pair of them here. Norris comes across and blocks me off. I'm trying to get past Russell. I've got past Russell. And now we've got Lando Norris for close company. Wow, the opening to this race has been action-packed already. As I now try and fight my way towards our teammate, who is holding 13th and we're in 14th. It feels like the beginning of this career mode all over again, with both our cars in the mid-pack and nowhere near the front of the field.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap.
And Russell has been dropped quite significantly there. I think Russell went wrong. And speaking of going wrong, that's not the way around that corner there. As we try and stay within the DRS range of our teammate, because then that's going to allow us to attack him on the straight. There's a lot of cars battling here. And I tell you what, it's all going to Constantina up, isn't it? This is before we get anywhere near the corner. I'm going to back out. Norris is going to be backed up, as is Porsche. And we're just going to steam through the pair of them. Thank you very much. You lot crack on with what you're doing. I'm cracking on with my race, okay? Cool. Cheers. Right, up into P12. And now we've got the 2 Alfa Romeos. And they've had a great couple of seasons, haven't they? Plenty of points scored between these two as Dennis Hauger looks to apply some pressure on what I believe is going to be Fred Vesti. It is Fred Vesti in 9th. Lawson is going to be desperately looking for points in P8. It's been a miserable couple of seasons for Aston Martin. And they're going to want some form of redemption, especially for Lawson, because Lawson, he's a better driver than that, isn't he? And now we're going to have a look at Yuki Tsunoda. And is he going to get out of the way? Yes, he does. We move up into 11th place. And now we're just outside the points. Oh, sorry. I think Oscar Piastri has gone past whoever's leading this pack. Oh, it's Drogovic. And now Lawson is right behind Alex Albon. But I've got to run on Dennis Hauger. And we're going to have a go at the Alfa Romeo. We go one way, then we go to the inside. And we have got the inside line on Hauger up into P10. And now we've got the 2 Aston Martins ahead of us. They've had a miserable season. But right now, both of them are looking at being in the points. And that is best than they've been all through the last couple of seasons. Don't forget, Fernando Alonso won the title for them in Season 2. Alex Albon, though, clearly struggling with something. Because he's got no pace. And I'm just going to wait patiently behind these two. No, we're not, because we're going to challenge Fred Vesti down the inside. Vesti going defensive as we try and go around the outside. No way through there. And in fact, Yuki Tsunoda, sorry, Dennis Hauger's looking to drop us a position. We've gone deep, and Hauger not able to do anything there. As he goes towards the outside, I'm going to let him go. No, Hauger gets... Whoa, Albon's gone deep. I've gone deep in sympathy of Albon. And Hauger's going to be a little bit vulnerable here. We're going to retake that, if you don't mind. Albon has really lost out through all this, though. And now the 2 Aston Martins are going wheel to wheel. Albon is there too, but Albon going very slowly in the McLaren. Vesti and Albon rubbing wheels. How is this one going to work out? Vesti not getting off the corner well. And he's now having to go at Albon. We're both going to be having to go at Albon here. Albon is going to come across on me. I'm going to try and take the pair of them round the outside. Where's Vesti? There he is. And we just about manage to take the positions here. And we move up into P8. Some great driving going on here. And we're really moving up. Now we need to catch Liam Lawson, because he's going to be he's trying to disappear off and have his own race. Lawson wanting points here. And he's in the position to score some at this moment. We're 1.6 seconds behind him, and Vesti's going to have Hauger, all kinds of Hauger problems. But I think what we've done here... Oh, that's going to allow Vesti some DRS, isn't it? We're not actually running that quick in the pace at this stage. So our soft tyres are feeling a little bit worse for wear. And actually, Lawson is pulling away a bit from us here. So this is not the race we need when we're fighting in the Constructors' Championship. We need to have a stronger race, but Vesti is coming at me. Frederick Vesti is coming at me. And what a relief for Aston Martin this would be, though, if they could just manage to score some points. Who is leading this race? I think it's... I'm not going to have any surprises for guessing, am I? Figured as much. Verstappen, Gasly, Leclerc. Iwasa in 4th. Ayumu Iwasa having a stunning race here in 4th. And meanwhile, Fred Vesti's coming at me here down the straight. He's going down the inside for the DRS. And Frederick Vesti moving up into 8th. This is not the race we wanted. And we've gone into him. Iwasa going Vesti going super slow around the corner. And that's given us front wing damage. And we do take the place back. But now, the wing is damaged. We do have damage here. Oh, we've tagged Tsunoda. No, we haven't. We've tagged Hauger. We've tagged one of the Alfa Romeos. I'm not sure which one. And this final of career mode is just, well, it's not going great, is it? But it doesn't matter. We're already champions. And this is just backing everybody up, isn't it? I'm going to pit in and just not back everybody up ridiculous amounts. And hopefully, they change my front wing, as we've got a yellow flag down the straight. I don't know who's gone. I think that's going to be a Williams. As we pull into the pits, it's Oscar Piastri ending his season. Not on the... And they haven't fixed my wing!
Come on. That was a fantastic stop.
Unbelievable! They do not fix my wing, meaning I'm going to need to pit again to get that fixed. There's George Russell, meanwhile. I don't know what happened to him throughout all this, but we've basically got half a front wing, so I'm going to need to pit again. And that is not how we want things to be. But you know what, at this stage, it's okay, it's the final race. I'm hoping we get a late safety car so that we can fix this. I'm just going to have to try and bear it as best as I can now, because they didn't change the wing. I should have told them to. Now we're just going to bear it as much as we can, unless we get a late safety car, which could shake everything up here at Abu Dhabi. Well, the rest of the field are starting to pit now. And we finished lap 9 with a personal best. There's Liam Lawson, so we're going to emerge just behind Lawson, so we haven't really gained all that much. And Russell, like I said, he's no real threat to us, is he? Russell, he's not really doing anything, he's just vibing, isn't he? Right, we're now 1.5 behind Lawson, 1.6 as we head towards the end of the lap. And our pace in comparison to Lawson is very similar, so I don't think really there's a lot to do on that front.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
And there's Vesti. Now, are we ahead of Vesti? I think we are just. Yes, we are going to be ahead of Vesti. I think Russell will be too. But Vesti's going to have some brand new tyres. And I tell you what, Lawson isn't too far from Drugovich, so there might be a fight going on there. But Lawson is definitely pulling away from us now. And look how close Vesti is to Russell.
3 seconds.
Best thing we can do now is try and hold position on Vesti, who is right behind and applying some pressure here. Vesti's going to have a go down this straight. I don't think he's going to be there, but the second straight might be Vesti's best chance, as Lando Norris is now having a go at getting past George Russell, and Norris does, I think, get that done. And Vesti is not quite close enough to get past us. There's Iwasa on the map. He's running in 5th. So it's a very strong drive for the AlphaTauri driver in this last race, who I think is making a go of Red Bull's position in the Constructors, as Vesti gets right behind us here. Oh, I can't really fight because it's the front. This is where my damaged front wing hurts. And Vesti right behind me, trying to go for it. What car number is he? I don't know. Vesti's now going through. He's going down the inside. I'm not going to fight him. Go on, Fred. Go through. It's P9 for Vesti, P8 for Vesti. We could have had a bit of a battle there, but yeah, just look, my front wing is absolutely done. I'm not going to be able to fight that one too hard. I might be able to have a go down the straight just to try and retake him, but I think it would be a futile fight. And when Lando comes up to me, I'm not going to fight him. We got a yellow flag behind. What's gone on there? I can't see, but we're going to have a look. And we got a red flag! We have a red flag in this season finale. There you go. There's your last minute drama. And you know what? That is beautiful for us, because it gives us a chance to fix the front wing. And we get a chance at going on some new tyres. So we've got a chance to really put ourselves back in this race. 5-lap sprint to see the season out. And we are underway here. And it's a decent getaway by us. The Aston Martins will be under threat though as we go down the inside of them and down the inside of Drugovich. And up into P6 we go. And we're going to be challenging Carlos Sainz. But look at Vesti. Look at Vesti. He got an insane stop. Why have we got a yellow flag down this straight? Why do we still have a yellow flag here? I don't know. What has happened here? There's no reason for that flag, as Sainz is now having a look at Iwasa. Iwasa's going to want to try and hold off there. He has done, and Sainz has got off the corner wrong, which is going to allow us to wade through Carlos. Cheers, mate. Up into P5 we go. And this is dramatic here. Dramatic stuff in this final race as we move up into P5, and we're going to be having a look at the AlphaTauri of Ayumu Iwasa. Oh, I do not want to ruin his day. I do not want to ruin his race. Iwasa has done brilliantly here to be in the top 5. And Sainz is going to be all over me as we come up to complete lap 16. We've just got a few races left. And I tell you what, Gasly, is he wanting a go at Verstappen? I think he is. Meanwhile, Leclerc in third. He's just staying put. So nothing in doing there. The final battle then, I believe, is going to be Iwasa. Vesti up to 7th. So Vesti having a nice end to the race here. It's all kind of gone wrong for Lawson, who was doing his own thing. Sainz is staying very closely with me, and we are going to end up having a go at Ayumu Iwasa for 4. But it's not going to be here. Iwasa defending quite well here. He's had such a strong race, hasn't he? As we now exit the chicane, and we're going to set up an overtake on Iwasa. Iwasa defends, but we're going to just simply sweep round the outside and take P4. No, we don't. Iwasa's hanging on, but we've taken the place, and Iwasa having to settle for 5th. Next up is Charles Leclerc. Can we get ourselves on the podium in this final race? Can we get even further than the podium? What can we do here? Where is the limit? Ending the lap, Verstappen leads the way. Then it's Gasly, then it's Leclerc, then it's us. Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the race. We're only a 10th off that, and I'm shaping up Leclerc. I am shaping up a go here. A podium is still on. The podium could still be on for us here. And I am not giving up without a fight for this. Verstappen is gone. But the fight, I think, is going to be for 2nd place. I think Leclerc and Gasly may be on for a fight here. And Iwasa staying with us, staying in that DRS. That's critical for him. But I think Sainz is going to have a go anyway, because Sainz is just quicker. Leclerc is getting ready to have a go on Gasly. And I'm getting ready to have a go on both. Sainz passes Iwasa then, up into P6. P5 for Carlos Sainz. Meanwhile, I'm having a look at getting on the podium here. That red flag really changed everything in this race, and I'm not giving up without a fight for this. Just goes to show that everything in F1 can change so fast. As we come up towards the end of this Grand Prix, we will have DRS available again as we push on towards the final lap of the Grand Prix. We take the fastest lap of the race. That I'm happy with. We've got the fastest lap, and now the pressure again still on Leclerc as we chase after him and Gasly for 2nd place. The battle rages. Is it going to be P2 for us, or is Leclerc or Gasly going to hold on to that? Oh, that's not the exit we want from there at all. Leclerc's going for it. Gasly's going to cover, but I think Leclerc might have that done. Leclerc has got it done. Oh, we really could have done with staying with that fight. I tell you what, I don't think they're quite done yet, because Leclerc was ahead going into the DRS, and we're coming along with Gasly here. And you know what? I'm going for it down the inside of Pierre Gasly. We've taken Pierre Gasly up the inside and moved ourselves onto the podium here. And we're now right behind Charles Leclerc for 2nd. So the pressure now on the McLaren driver. I'm not giving up, but we're going to see our career mode out on the podium unless Gasly comes back at us. On to the final lap then, and actually Leclerc has got clear of DRS threat. But I'm really pushing to try and get back within it. Oh, we've gone very deep there. Very deep, yep. Exceeded track limits. Gasly's going to want a podium, but here we go. I'm going to This is what we did last season, and it caused many a grievance. Although that's not the way off the corner, and Iwasa now is still in the fight. And I think Gasly's gained half a second, but we're going to try and take that back. Down this straight, where we get ourselves back on the podium. Here we go, down the inside. And that is going to be moved on. That is moved on. And now Gasly inside. Oh, Gasly's all over me here. We're going to have some defending to do on this final DRS zone of this career mode. Through goes Gasly, through goes Sainz. I'm going to try and keep the car through the middle of the pair of them. And that has worked. And Iwasa jumps Sainz. Iwasa moving it back into P5. He does not want to give up. He senses his chance for a podium here. And if me and Gasly come together, he might be on the podium. But it's Max Verstappen who wins this final career mode race. And it's going to be Pierre Gasly, it's Charles Leclerc, second. And we get a podium in our final race from the back of the field. Not a bad effort.
Formula One season. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead
And that is that. Career mode comes to a close with more drama at the end. Of course there was going to be drama, but it's Max Verstappen who wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Just not doing enough to win the title this time out though, and he will be wondering what could have been if he didn't throw away P2 and a potential win. If Max Verstappen had finished second in that race, he still wouldn't have been champion. But if he had won that race and got the gap down to 8 points, he would have won by a single point. But none of that matters now. He wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, a consolation prize, I think. Charles Leclerc gets second, finishing this career mode on a high for him. We finish with a podium, having started last, albeit, and I will accept that the red flag really helped us out there, otherwise we were looking at P9. It's P4 for Pierre Gasly. Ayumu Iwasa driving a stunner of a Grand Prix to finish 5th. Carlos Sainz getting 6th. Drugovich is 7th. Liam Lawson finally getting some points for Aston Martin in 8th. Lando Norris 9th. And Frederick Vesti completing the top 10 and getting a decent haul of points for Aston Martin. So here are your final standings after 10 dramatic races. We have won on 195 points. Max Verstappen ends up second in the standings. Carlos Sainz finishes a brilliant third. Then it's Charles Leclerc in 4th. Lando Norris, last season's champion. It never really worked out for him, did it? He's 5th in the standings. Pierre Gasly is 6th. I'll say this. The first 2 race winners were Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly. Their season never really kicked off after that, did it? Felipe Drugovich in the defending champions team, Williams, is 7th, tied with Albon in 8th, but on countback, P7 goes to Drugovich. Ricciardo gets 9th, and George Russell and Oscar Piastri both complete the top 10, but of course on countback it goes to Russell. Then it's Dennis Hauger and Yuki Tsunoda, both of them scoring good points throughout the season. Teo Pourchaire is 14th. Ayumu Iwasa is 15th. And then it's Zhou Guanyu and Jack Doohan tying at 16th. Liam Lawson 18th and Frederick Vesti your final scorer. The drivers that didn't score were the 2 Haas drivers and Lance Stroll. And your final constructors standings then. Mercedes did win in the end. We got 2nd. McLaren 3rd. Ferrari 4th. Williams predictably stayed 5th. And then it was Alfa Romeo in 6th. Alpine in 7th. And AlphaTauri just 1 position off. 1 point off getting 8th ahead of Red Bull. But still not too bad a finish. Iwasa gave it his best effort to get them ahead of Red Bull. But to be tied on points, not a bad effort. That is your lot for F1 23 career mode. The curtain goes up. Thank you for watching. Join me for F1 24 career mode. Until then, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching throughout this journey.